day, everyone. I very rarely make videos like this unless there's something that's like really bothering me and I just can't put it into words on paper and I need to express it face to face. But many of you know that this year I have sort of it wasn't really a New Year's resolution. It was more of my birthday's in January, which is the beginning of the year, and I turned 28 and I realized that I'm nearing the end of my 20s, which does not by any means make me old, but it does mean that this chapter of my life is going to be closing soon, and it just put a lot of things in perspective. And so I decided to challenge myself this year to challenge myself, to look for opportunities to take risks, to step out of my comfort zone, to do things that maybe I had always said one day I'm going to do it, like to make one day today and stop putting things off and just, again, look for opportunities in day-to-day life to just do things that would challenge me and help me grow. And so I've done several things this year that were very much out of my comfort zone. You're welcome to ask me about them sometime. There's no need to go into detail here because some of them were really, really out of my comfort zone. But there's one thing that is kind of like always in the back of my mind, something that I'm challenging myself to do. For any of you who have grown up a big girl, like I have, you know that sort of in the back of your mind is always this secret goal. You know, it's usually secret because nobody really wants to say it out loud, admit that you have a problem or whatever. This goal of getting skinny or getting pretty or getting, we say healthy, but usually it's more of a vanity issue than anything. Just try to have bodies that we can be proud of. And so this isn't like a new thing, but I do want to challenge myself this year in the remainder of this year and hopefully continually after this year's over to be healthy. And I want to explain exactly what I mean by that, because for me, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, it's just something that's sort of a taboo subject to talk about. I have always secretly hated my body. Sometimes not so secretly, but most of the time, you know, it's something that I don't just talk about all the time. You know, nobody wants to just go around telling everybody, hey, guess what? I hate my body. You know, we don't want to admit to that, but it is a thing that, you know, my body has always been something that seemed to keep me from having experiences that I wanted to have. You know, my body is something that has kept me from just living a life that I feel like in a lot of ways it's been a handicap to me. And there's all this body positivity and you're beautiful no matter what kind of thing, but the bottom line is there has to be a certain element of physical attraction in romantic relationships, and I have always felt that my body has been something that has kept me from having that attraction, mutual attraction, and therefore has kept me from being in romantic relationships. And this is very candid, but it's the truth. And, you know, physical activities, you know, there are times where I've been in public places, or tried to participate in physical activities that I felt like I couldn't really do, or I was embarrassed to attempt to do because I was bigger than everybody else because of my size, and not just like, you know, like the fat part of it, but, you know, I'm a tall person, I'm very pale, I've like I pretty much have every feature that's like the opposite of what our society says is beautiful, you know, and it's so easy to get obsessed with that. And for those of you who know me, you know that I am an intelligent person. I value education. I value culture. I I value, kindness to people. Like, I like to think that I have a decent personality. I have every right to have all the confidence in the world, but I've always struggled with this intense, extreme amount of self-esteem issues because of my body. And it's scary to go from 28 years of feeling that way to all of a sudden say, I love my body, and I'm going to try to fall in love with my body and all of its flaws. And that is what I'm challenging myself to do. And I'm making this video because I want somebody to hold me accountable. And I feel like putting this out there in a way will make me accountable. That I feel like part of loving your body is keeping your body healthy and eating right, making healthy food choices. Today I had a pastry, and I could very easily guilt trip myself all the live long day and say, Miranda, you're just going to get fatter and fatter. That pastry, you should not have had that pastry. You should have eaten a carrot or something. But you know what? I was hungry, and I had been singing to the Lord all morning, and I was thirsty and I was hungry, and I got myself a little Danish from the convenience store. And I'm not going to hate on myself for it, because skinny people eat Danishes too. And guys with six packs sometimes have a honey bun. It's about making choices. And yes, I could have made a healthier choice today, but I didn't. But you know what? Tomorrow I will make a healthier choice. And for the rest of the day, I'll make healthier choices. And it's just about having a balance. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to exercise enough that I feel that my body feels better, and eat the foods that make my body feel better, and listen to my body when it tells me things like, Miranda, you need to slow down because you're running yourself ragged, you're breaking out on your neck and in your head, and those are all signs of too much stress. And sometimes you have these panic attacks, things like that. Your body tells you when you need to slow down. And so I'm trying to listen to what my body has to say, and I'm trying to stop saying you need to lose weight, you need to get a tan, you need to fix your teeth, you need to do this and this and this, and just start saying you need to be healthy and you need to take care of this body that God gave you. And despite what it looks like, as long as the inside is working like it should, and you have a healthy body and a healthy mind and a healthy soul, then that's enough. And it often doesn't seem like enough, but it is enough. And so I'm just asking anyone who watches this video to just be in prayer for me. And you're welcome to join me on this journey if you would like to, because it's not an easy feat. But I know that I can do it, because I've done other things this year that if you had asked me 5 years ago, I would have never thought I would do. But I've accomplished a lot this year, and I've been very proud of myself, and I believe that this is something that I'm going to accomplish too, and that I'm going to be proud of as well. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I appreciate you all and your support.